Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a ProBook 460 G11 model. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your Wi-Fi card. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip the computer over to access our bottom case screws. You have 5 screws on this bottom case that need to be taken up. These screws are referred to as captive screws, which means they stay in the bottom case. You can't actually get them out. So after you're done unscrewing those, you're going to take a small, flat pry tool, and it's generally best to start out back near one of the 2 hinges. You're going to get inside that seam, gently go across the back here, and then work your way down to the front on each side, prying apart that bottom case from the rest of the computer. Now, don't put the pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just stay on the edge, go nice and slow but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. After you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, guys, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your project, as well as any upgrade or replacement parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and that will be a list of the tools and supplies and replacement parts on this ProBook 460 G11. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery. Computers are safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. This is your battery right down here along the bottom of my screen. It plugs into the motherboard right here. So to get that plug out, it's got a nice tab on each side of that plug, so you don't have to pull on the wires and risk damaging them. You can use your fingernails or a pry tool on each one of those tabs and wiggle it out of that port on the motherboard. The battery is not screwed in if you're looking to take it out. It's held in by this blue tab. You press this blue tab down so it's nice and flush, and then the battery will slide to the left so you can get it out. Your Wi-Fi card is right up here in the top right of my screen. I will have the Wi-Fi card specifications down below in the description if you need them for reference, but I will also try to have a Wi-Fi card replacement option in that list I told you about with all of the replacement parts, tools, and supplies for this computer. After taking off this little black peel-on guard, you'll be able to access the screw right here. After removing that screw, you can pull it out of this port. Then all you will have are these antenna wire that snap onto the Wi-Fi card. To release those, you just pull directly up and off and they'll snap off. However, to get them on, guys, they do need to be at a perfect 90-degree angle to snap back on, and you are strong enough to damage them if they're not at the right angle and you try to force it. So it could be a pain in the butt, but go slow, be patient, and you will be able to get those antenna wire back on. As a side note with this operation, if you are having trouble seeing your Wi-Fi options, if you can't see any networks, it may be a bad Wi-Fi card, but it could also be a system or a driver issue. Try to rule that out first before trying a Wi-Fi card replacement. I will have above in the video, also below in the description, a video tutorial showing you how to fix the problem of not being able to access your Wi-Fi options. Hopefully you can fix it that way first. And as a last side note in this video, right down here underneath your Wi-Fi card, this is your RAM. RAM is a huge part of your computer's speed and performance ability, and this computer has a good amount of upgraded RAM you can do. So if you want more information on how to upgrade this RAM here, check out the video that pops up when this one's done, and I'll show you how to do that. But that's the end of this video. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, I do try to get to those a couple times a day at least. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.